everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris Orme, and today we're here at Rascal Ranch with our started mod save on Starters Order 6. Things are going okay. You know, we've got some decent horses here. We've managed to pick up a few through the sales auctions. Of course, Cricklewood is a pretty decent horse all the way. Really enjoying having that horse in the barn at the moment, or in the stable at the moment I should say. And you know, Mason Hindmarsh doesn't look like too bad of a horse. Whoops, didn't mean to click that. So you know, that could be a decent racer for us, good potential as well, so we can get something going there hopefully. We got Pride of Battle, who we picked up, who looks like a pretty decent horse. Hopefully a big jump here into like the 85 to 90 range as a 3-year-old. It's got pretty much everything else that I'd want from a sprinter right now. Maybe a bit more speed as well. And on the cusp, some nice bars here you can see, and you know, pretty decent all the way. So not a bad pickup there for these 4 horses in auction time. And of course, Deliverance of Valhalla. That is one that we've we've been working with so far, and it's working out quite well. You know, that breeding went okay. We've got ourselves a decent horse, without confidence, but decent elsewhere. And as a 2-year-old, I'm really happy with what she's been able to get done. So this season, a 4th place for On the Cusp, a 2nd place for Valhalla, and the other 6 races we've run have all been wins. Now we've got everybody booked in for 1 race. You can see Cricklewood here is in a 5 furlong allowance race. Pretty decent field. That'll be a nice little test for them. I'm fairly sort of happy with these races, by the way. In the Belmont Park allowance race, 7 furlongs for Mason Hindmarsh. I think that's going to be a pretty decent race to test ourselves there. Pride in Battle is going to go on the Bird of the Wire conditions race, and you know, a little bit higher weight but good rating compared to the rest of the field, and that should be another good test for us here. Then the 5 furlong Hoover, another conditions race, again a little bit of a high weight, but we outclassed the field by a decent amount, so I'm really hoping that that is going to work out for On the Cusp. And Deliverance of Valhalla, finally, a grade 3 7 furlong where the field really isn't that great, so I'm expecting a pretty big performance there and a graded win. So hopefully picking up our 2nd graded win here, with Pride in Battle of course winning this one by some distance as well. You know, it's similar circumstances I think for Valhalla, and that's going to work out okay. We're still working out Aya Song and Rapid Ascent, hopefully getting that worked out. We've got some good yearlings going to turn 2 and come into the stable for next season, and we've already got these 5 horses in foal, and they should all be decent horses. They should all be decent horses. Some of these won't be. We'll be selling a lot of these, maybe keeping just one possibly, because I don't think the quality is there in depth, but this should be more quality than quantity. So you know, that's going to hopefully work out quite well. But Rapid Ascent doing some decent breeding, and since we put them in the breeding barn, I'm fairly happy with how things have gone, because pretty decent horse. We're breeding, like I say, in a decent way. We've got some yearlings already in there, 3 for Rapid Ascent, plus this bunch, all from Rapid Ascent as well. I think in a couple of years' time, our barn should be producing some really, really good racers for the stable. But 10th of June, we're going to go in to our first race of the episode. And there we go, Cricklewood. Currently behind the favourites here, 15-2. There's 6-1 favourites all along the board here, with Pull the Pin, Boarding Party, and Operateur. Now, you can see Shirl's son Sam not doing too good. Boarding Party maybe as well, a little bit warm. And sadly, Cricklewood themselves. So let's see here. Sweating badly. I don't like that. Keen and slightly agitated. Boiled over. Yep. This race might be gone then for Cricklewood before we even start. So not excitable at all, but for some reason, in all of their races to date, including their first with us now, not really worked out in our favour, has it? So, getting a horse here without the excitable trait, but is always seemingly a little warm or agitated. And yeah, not what we wanted to see. So, 5 furlong, 110 yard Tremont. It's an allowance race. And we've got a shot, but, let's see how we get on here. So, towards the back there, Cricklewood. Maybe sweating badly, but perhaps that doesn't hinder too badly at this stage. Coming up to 4 furlongs now. We're there with Solar Spirit, Boarding Party, and Operator, 2 of the favourites. Runyoct, Shirl's Son Sam, Nifty Kia, Safir de Rey. Pull the pin there on the inside in 3rd place currently. Next stage, and Adios Princess in the lead. Now coming up to 2.5 furlongs. We round this turn. Cricklewood still in the rear of the field here. Last place, but trying to get up on the inside here. We come down to 1.5 furlongs, and the home straight is going to be a run for the line here. I'm not sure Cricklewood's even got room to come through, even if we wanted to. Last furlong, charging through. Cricklewood going to run out of time, I believe. That's sweating up, and that little bit of blockading there. I think, though, we do hold on to second from Pull the Pin. That was a pretty decent run. On another day, I think we could have easily won that, so I'm not too worried. Second's okay. We sweated up badly before it, and yeah, we were short of room there, so I'll take that. I will take that. 2 lengths back. 2 lengths back. Not too bad. Not too bad. So, I'm okay. I'm okay there. We struggled for pace. That was a promising run. So maybe we want to move up to 6 furlongs, perhaps? Maybe that's what it's saying? Let's have a look at Cricklewood. So yeah, maybe we move Cricklewood up to 6 furlongs then, if we struggled for pace. We'll see. We'll see how that one works out. A little bit of time before the next race, so I'm just going to jump into this auction. Let me just see what happens here in the auctions. I mean, grade 3. It's 1 out of 1 races. I mean, that could be a decent horse, depending on the price. If it goes for 824, then that's okay. If it starts going up to 1.5, 2 million, that's kind of us out straight away, because I'm not spending that much money and we can't afford anyway, so might actually stay under 1 million, which could be decent. Okay. Over the Garden Gate, 6 furlong, grade 3 winner in her only race. Where's Over the Garden Gate? Not a great horse. Not a great horse, but we will keep her for next season. See how she develops as a 3-year-old. If that potential goes up, she can go in the breeding barn and do something there. If not, then we can probably sell her back at auction for 600,000 plus. So we're not going to lose too much on her. And yeah, hopefully if she can keep stacking up the grade 3 wins, I mean, she'll earn her keep anyway. So I don't think we'll lose money on her if we're clever enough about how we run her. So, Masonheim Marsh then, the other new horse in our barn from that sales auction. I believe it might have been the Farsick Tipton sale. And there we go. 4 horses in this. We are pretty much here in good company. I mean, Rocket Joe Cooper, not too good. Draytonian, not bad there. Couldn't win a maiden, though. and Mystic Cotton came third in a sale. We won a maiden and the sale, so I'd say that we're in good sort of position here. In fact, let's put a bit of money on it. That should be enough. Yeah, that should be more than enough. But 160 grand there, I believe, or 100 and something anyway. Was that 50, 40, 40? Was that 130, 160? Yeah, I think 160. Rain on turf. I mean, interesting combination. We're out of the gates fairly well, though. And we will go towards the front. Draytonian up the inside. Might want to come into the lead here. We will go alongside and just edge out in front at this stage. 6 furlongs to go. Rocket Joe Cooper and Mystic Cotton now well back. We're going to focus on the leaders here. Draytonian will take over the running as we approach 5 furlongs. We're on the back stretch here. This wet course might come into play. I'm not sure how these horses are going to handle this sodden turf. 4 furlongs is still Draytonian by half a length. Then we're back maybe 10 or more lengths to Rocket Joe Cooper, who's 2 or 3 in front of Mystic Cotton. Round the outside now, approaching 3 furlongs. Mason Hindmarsh is going to go for this and is lengthening out a little bit over Draytonian. We're halfway through this turn, this long left-hander, and we approach 2 furlongs. We come now onto the home stretch. Here comes Rocket Joe Cooper up into second place, running well. Mason Hindmarsh, though, inside 1.5 furlongs, still got a few lengths over Rocket Joe Cooper, who doesn't seem to have the pace here. Inside the final furlong, Rocket Joe Cooper closing ever so slowly, but Mason Hindmarsh is going to run this one very well in the rain. Mystic Cotton up into third. Fading badly there was Draytonian down into fourth. We gain some money there. 165 grand we bet. We make 280,000 almost on that race. And we picked up, what, 19 grand there. So that's okay. That's okay. I feel that we could sell the horse we just bought over the garden gate. And actually, you know, with that race, the betting and everything, that could actually, like, even out for us. So that's not too bad. That is not too bad. Trip was ideal. It was a good run. I mean, 2 lengths back was Rocket Joe. I'm happy enough with that. Up to a 98. That's a pretty good level there. On the cusp, 102. Valhalla, 105. We got a 99 Grade 3 winner in Pride in Battle. And now 298 rated. So, you know, even though Cricklewood didn't win, did rise up to 98. Mason Hindmarsh does win their first race for us and moves up to that level. Over the Garden Gate at 84, needs to do a bit more. So let's go forward in time again. We've got another auction, plus this breeding is going to be done in a few days, so I think that's about the same time. And there we go, look at that. It is going to be exactly the same time. We go to Thursday here for an auction. Rapid Ascent is going to be in line now to get breeding with another horse. So Tip the Man could be decent. There you can see 1 Grade 1, 2 Grade 2s. That's okay. 18th inning as well. I think Tip the Man for the extra distance might be a better horse right now to breed with. Be able to do both, but I just want to make sure all the good ones are in. That one's excitable, so no. Tip the Man. There. What am I doing? Tip the Man and Rapid Ascent. It's going to cost 300,000, but, you know, I think it's worth it right now. I think so. Let's go have a look at auction. Grade 3, but only 1 win in 21, so that's a no to that. And then 4th of July, Pride in Battle. A graded winner is going to step up and try and show what they can do again. Nothing in that auction, and we're running out of money really in terms of auction, so we can't do too much. Let's have a look at that breeding. We're down to 3 days there. That's good to see. I'm happy enough with. So yeah, we are gonna be favourites for this race. Hesketh Bank is up there with us, but they will be running a little bit agitated, it seems. Whereas Zartan looks to have blown up early. Still a decent field though. 290s, 89, and a 84, 80. So that's a good field against us. I feel though that we should be coming through this to win. So let's put a couple. Yeah, that'll do. About 100 grand there, a little over 100 grand. Maybe 120. Let's just see what comes out of this then. Bird on the Wire, 5 furlong, 110 yard race. It's a conditions race, class 2 for 2-year-olds on dirt here at Gulfstream Park. We are the favourite, and I do expect us to do something in this race. Decent start for some of these horses. Looks like Sefer Derur and Hesketh Bank, the stablemates, 1 and 3 right now, with Zartan there just being edged out as they go 1 and 2 in the lead. Coming up to 4 furlongs now from the finish. Wadsworth Course makes a little move to the inside there. Pride in Battle at the rear at this point, with Sign Manual just in front. Approaching 3 furlongs now on this long turn. What's going to happen here? Looks like Hesketh Bank's going to go round the outside of his stablemate. 2.5 furlongs. We're waiting for Pride in Battle to do something. Wadsworth Court is going to come as well here. Looks like 2 furlongs down to 1.5 furlongs. We're approaching the home stretch now. It looks like Sign Manual is going to come up into second place at this point. Down to the final furlong. And Sign Manual is running really, really well at this place. Pride in Battle is only going to take 3rd place here. On the line, I believe Hesketh Bank just holds out on that one. And we're down 118,000. Down to 3rd. A short head back. I mean, I don't know why we were so far behind there. I'm really not sure why we were so far behind. Didn't seem to run early enough for my liking. But yeah, down a point now, down to 98 rating. That makes 3 horses on 98. They're the ones that have all raced so far. So let's go to the auction. It looks like that breeding worked out as well. Tip the Man is done. So Rapid Ascent, and who are we going for next? What's this one like? Okay, not too great. We still got a grade 1 winner there, which I kinda need to remember. And that's 1 in 3, so let's go then. Debbie Do and Rapid Ascent for now. Like I say, eating into that money quite a bit, but that will pay off, I believe, over the coming years. We are though below my comfortable limit of $500,000 in the bank. It's where I like to be, just in case, you know, something happens. Oh, I just skipped that race. I just skipped the race. Oops. So we're going to see how this race was won. Slightly annoying here. So on the cusp with a decent start on the inside there. Russian George, bit of a late start, but will charge through into first. Secure Access second on the cusp. Then Dylan Tenery, Skywatch on the inside, and Princeton Royale at the rear. And that's a decent place to be running there. Head of the chasing pack. Secure Access is right on the tail of Russian George there at the front. And we have got 3 horses almost side by side behind us right now. We're going to kick on 3 furlongs here. Just round the outside, catching up to Secure Access. Round the turn. And now we're going to charge as we come off this turn onto the home stretch. 2 furlongs. Onto the home stretch now. 1.5 furlongs to go. Russian George being caught there on the cusp. moving out, being chased down by Skywatch and Secure Access, but they're not going to move up the field. Russian George falling back a little bit, but not probably going to get caught at this stage. And on the cusp will take this by some distance. A nice, easy, simple run there. And Russian George indeed does take second there, just from Skywatch. But that is a decent win on the cusp with a nice victory there. So I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. Up to 103, not too much of a difference. Empty potential has been filled. Pride in Battle, almost empty potential, and that has been filled for the season. Cricklewood has 85 potential and still has about 8% to go on that. Mason Hindmarsh probably has another 4% to gain, and that is like an 86-87% potential for a 2-year-old. And going into this race, Valhalla. Deliverance of Valhalla, 75, and has about 4 to gain. So, could do it in this race. It's a grade 3. Over the Garden Gate, has only got a 60 potential. And, yeah, I'm going to see how she runs in this one. And then make my mind up. I might want to sell the horse. Sadly, I might want to sell the horse. We've got 6 days breeding there, and we're on to Deliverance of Valhalla's race. Rafting just walks over this one. Wow, that's the easiest win Rafting will ever have. Really not a good horse, but that's yeah. Huh. And there we go. Even favourite, Deliverance of Valhalla here. Not in a good field, but very good in terms of our weight to rating ratio. So yeah, happy enough there. Coping well, lean. And I think this is where I throw it all on. I've got to throw it all on. Because if I get this right, we should be back up to about 1 million, and then we don't have to sell over the Garden Gate. Then it becomes if we want to. If we don't win here, pretty much Garden Gate has to be sold though. Good start from Deliverance. Looks like No Anticipation is out in front, and coming through is 2 Pink Roses as well. Charging there into the lead. Storming away. Deliverance of Valhalla will fall back a little bit. She's a Warrior's there. Deliverance will keep on the inside there in 3rd place. Midnight Lyra, Show Me to the Storm, Cross Park and Foxtrot Jubilee are all there as well. Deliverance now will need to make sure she doesn't get closed in here. With 4 furlongs to go. Looks like we're making a little bit of headway here. Charging up a little bit. With Show Me to the Storm there as well. Got to be careful that She's a Warrior doesn't come out. 3 furlongs now. This sweeping turn. And let's see what we can do. Looks like we're going to move to the outside there of She's a Warrior. 2.5 furlongs in prime position. Down to the final 2 furlongs coming off this bend. Show Me to the Storm coming up the inside will get blocked off, and that's great for us because they were making a move that I thought was looking very dangerous. We're both now charging down the home stretch. Deliverance of Valhalla kicking on there, moving away down the final furlong to half a furlong, and will win this handily by a couple of lengths. Deliverance of Valhalla makes us a bit of money. I think we'll be about 800 to 900,000 in the bank after this race. And that was a good little run. And I actually skipped the wrong bit. I tried to skip out of the race, but we skipped everything there. 106, that moves up. We don't really get anything in terms of our potential rise, which is a shame. We picked up 23 grand for that. That's not too bad. 3.4 lengths. Love to see that. Good little race. An 885. That's pretty decent. So we made about 300,000 on that race. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And that puts us then on the last race of the episode, We did skip one race, but we also managed to pick up a new horse, which, yeah, kind of adds a race to the schedule. And the breeding there is done. Look at that. Beautiful stuff. That does mean... Let's see, is there anything cheap that's got a good rating, good record, but not a huge fee? That's kind of what I'm looking at here. So, 240 for 11th inning, which is a decent one to breed with. If we go back a bit, 175 for Gradstone, because they're not great. Okay. Okay. That could be... No, I don't like that. I don't like that. I prefer Fred's Lily if that was the case. I mean, Lady Estelle has already been done. My good Venezuela. I mean, that could be the one. That could be decent. 158,000 for one grade 1. Got a grade 1 there for less. I like that a lot. And yeah, pretty much I think that's going to be about it then. So, Dark Avenue Rapid Ascent, that leaves us $750,000 in the bank. I think that's a very, very good breed there for what we're owed. Let's go then to the final race over the Garden Gate. This could be a decent one as well, depending on how we run. And look at that, we are going to sweat up a little bit there. It looks like Keen and slightly agitated. Ourselves and Bella Be Proud, with La Cava agitated as well. Tipsters are going to go for us, and 2 for Daliakova, which makes sense. I mean, they've won all their races. Yeah, that could be a decent horse. So, difficult one here. The 6 furlong, Shilohville, Class 1 Grade 3 at Saratoga, and this is a real test. This is what they were booked into, so this is what they would have run in their next race. They've only run once, and they won at Grade 3 level. They're back at Grade 3 again. Bella Be Proud alongside us as Soldair goes to the front early. Just behind is Daliakova and La Cava. Back then to Looking Cool, Daisy May Pass, Young Bruiser, and Silver Gulch there on the outside at the rear. We back here with the favourites at 4 furlongs from home. There goes Daliakova now at the start of this sweeping turn, round the outside. Up there, neck and neck now with Solidaire. Solidaire, though, gonna push out just a little bit now. 3 furlongs over the Garden Gate. Not finding enough room there to make a move. La Cava looks to be on... Bella Be Proud on the outside. La Cava not coming up. I thought they were. Young Bruiser is coming up there. We're into the final furlong and a half. Solidaire and Daliakova now, but Daliakova down the home stretch inside the final furlong, stretching out that lead just a little bit, and we're not going to be able to hold on here to third place. Maybe we are there. Late charge from Young Bruiser, getting them over the line, over the Garden Gate, up into third. And you know what? That's not too bad. We go up to a 95. We did place. We earned 15,000. You know, if we had a bit more room, if we weren't sweating up, I think we could have been competitive there with Daliakova. But that is a nice little horse. Let me just take a look at what they've got coming up. Back-to-back days racing. 2 grade 2s, I mean, on the 10th and 11th of August. So, you know, that's not a bad result. But I think that's going into the auction. It's just not what I want right now. And unless it gets a big jump at age 3, I'm just not sure. So we're going to round out this by selling over the garden gate at auction. Now, we paid under $1 million, but not much under $1 million. So there is that to note. So let's see them. I see Tony Starr's going for about the same, but Tony Starr is winning quite decently. These handicaps, they're winning. Got a grade 2. That's not a bad horse. That could be a tempting horse, really. Good record. Got a group win. Not a huge price. I mean, let's just get rid of that one. 600, 800. Yeah. So we lose about 100,000 on over the garden gate, which not a bad one. And yeah, I don't want to spend that much right now. We're back over 1.5 million. We're where we want to be. So no need to go after Tony Starr, but over the garden gate is gone. But yeah, I'm away to book some races now. We've got, you know, over a month since these guys ran. Coming up to a month of Pride in Battle and 2 weeks for those. So everybody is up for a race. Let's just see. A little jaded, but that's okay. We have got no horses. The head lad doesn't think that we should race. We've got 6 days until Dark Avenue and Rapid Ascent are breeding there. And yeah, I think we've still got some decent horses in here that we might be able to breed with. None of these really cheap ones, sadly. But I want to stay grade 2, grade 1 if I can. So let me just quickly see how many of those are out. So Gomo is 1. So that could be 1. We're in July. So that'll be end of August. And in the end of August, we go to Qatar Success. So that'll be end of September. Excitable, but we'll probably sell it. So end of October, end of November. Hey Momba, that looks like a really good one. It's laid back. So October, Yodel Song, another really good one there. And Mill Points, another really good one. Look at those laid backs. Mill Point, Yodel Song, and Hey Momba. Those are my next 3. Those have got to be my next 3. They're cheap. They're all laid back. Those could be really good. But yeah, we've definitely got enough grade 2s left here to breed. And we've got a couple of grade 1s as well. So those 3 laid backs. These 2 grade 1s. My good Venezuela's another grade 1. So that's 6 horses. Excitable, so we don't need to go excitable. Yeah, okay. Few decisions to make. Hopefully we get a few breeding first time rather than taking a full month, and we can fit all those in. But I think that looks good. The breeding barn is looking good. Deliverance of Valhalla is running really well. On the Cusp has run pretty well as well. Pride in Battle, not a great race, but you know, there might be explanations as to why for that. Maybe needing to go up to a 6 furlong race, perhaps. Cricklewood, decent there. And Mason Highmarsh wins their first race. So overall, decent money in the bank. Everything's been spent, so this is just running money. This is auction money. This is in case anything big happens. It's breeding barn money. You know, we're able to throw that where we want. We've got 4 good 2-year-old colts. We've got a good 2-year-old filly. Some decent ratings. Good form. And like I say, in the barn now, we're starting to put together this season real quality. Last year there'll be a couple of decent horses and there'll be a lot to sell. But we're starting to get that quality in the back. And if we can keep that there in the breeding barn, I think we'll be okay. And yeah, I think we can keep Wishy's Mark in that breeding barn for a while as well. So, not too bad. We can start breeding her with some of these really, really good people here. Like 10. Look at that. 1.6 million to breed from Barkis. But 10 Group 1 wins. We've already got the French Grey with that record, who bred with Rapid Ascent. But Barkis and Wishy's Mark could perform really, really well and get us a nice colt or filly there. So, yeah, very interested to see how that all plays out. But that's for the next video. Until then, guys, thanks very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. I've been Chris Orme. This is the Start It mod on Starters Order 6. I'll see you back here soon. Until then, y'all take care.